With the revelation of Ziegelberg, Marzag knows that the Heart of Fire has been discovered and seeks to claim the forge for his own. In the Way of Smiths, the dwarves must stem the flood of darkness and prevent the Heart of Fire from falling to the orcs.
With your help, we will be ready for anything!
I hope we'll be ready for anything. Now, dwarves of Moria, we may make our stand, and also hobbit from the Shire, I guess. To the north. What did we get there? Red and cyan. And we also have worms. Let's deal with these guys. Maybe I should try to get help from the dwarf over there. Yeah, he joined us. Good. It's nice to have a little bit of help in this particular one because circumstances are a little bit different than from the Deep Way. That one. I guess magenta and green is that. Next. I guess Riddle Daywalker Berserker? I hope Flax wasn't going around shooting the Daywalker. That would have been inconvenient. Especially if she shot him with a bleed just before the shield went up. So I'm sure that would have broken the Riddle if that were the case. At least I'm assuming so. Are you ready to die? There, hopefully you are. Let's... Oops. That didn't go right. I guess it must have just run out, because I don't think I did anything that would have broken that. Eastern! To the east. There it is. Ready! And they're charging in like a warden. Charge! Well, I guess if I were a warden, I'd be throwing a javelin along the way, which burglars aren't exactly known for the range skills, especially with me always forgetting to... With me always forgetting... Let me... Oh, there we go. The range... Always forgetting to buy things like serrated blades or whatever those things are that burglars can use to give them a ranged attack. Maybe some... Well, I don't think they'd probably do much damage at my level, but okay. Usually when you have ranged weapons for that reason, you... Oh! Okay, Okay, northern. I think... Did I ever decide on a go-to skill to use when the burglar brings out those things? Riddle is nice for it, but I had already used up my riddle for starting at the beginning. I had to think about that. Maybe I should start going after the shepherd first and throw a riddle on him when he attempts to bring the thing out. Then worry about the rest of them, though I suspect the riddle will be broken by whatever bleed I put on the shepherd earlier. We do have exploit opening, but that's a 2-minute cooldown. So that's... But since I'm not using that against anything else, really, that could be a good choice there. Now, if I were in yellow line, I tend to use some tricks to do that. But blue line, I'm having trouble thinking of good options for it. What's this? Return to the Shire? Oh. I never got around... Oh, where is it? Oh, there he is. I never got around to setting up my Shire port. After all that trouble I went to get that port, I never actually equipped it. Well, that's rude. There you go. Now, when I do this as part of a raid, the raid usually waits until the skirmish is over. Or I should say that the Stothkel has his ring on his head before we go around doing anything like that. Let's throw down a purple one right here. So he waits until Stothkel has that ring on his head before we go and... Oh, there we go, right there. Before we do the encounters. But sometimes when I'm in solo, you can do the encounter fast enough where you can just save a little time by killing them in between. As you saw me do right there. At least Addo works with this. Addle's a lot easier when they're Addo prone, and unfortunately shepherds aren't, which is why I don't use Addle against shepherds. That's one dead, that one dead. Oh, I think there's still a battle going on. Oh, hello! You're still alive? Now you're not. Thanks, Flax. And that'll be on the other side. Hello! What have we got here? Worms! Captains! More worms and goblins. See those goblins? No, those goblins don't look any different. Now, why was I thinking when I was running Deep Way that the goblins looked different? I don't know, because those goblins looked like Moria goblins to me, right? I don't know what was getting into me when I was thinking of that. I don't like it when they come in, then they blink out temporarily, then come back in and you lose your targeting, and you gotta go through all that trouble to target all over again. Oh. Especially when the thing you're trying to target is a blood rook, and if you're targeting a blood rook, it probably means there's a large number of mobs in the area. When I say targeting, I mean targeting it for a riddle. Since, of course, if it has a huge number of mobs in there, you want to get rid of its buff, so you riddle it. Let's see, we are on... yeah, this side. Good. We're down. Okay, they're going down pretty quickly. I hope. Now the question is, how will it have been before the update? Because I know that I've been hearing some word that things around this level have become a little bit easier as a result of the update. So whether that's because of certain pieces of equipment that they may have that I don't have, or whether it's because of what they did to the mobs or what, I don't know. Bears a little bit of investigation. But I am slicing and dicing through these guys. But I did a number of things before the update that I also felt like I might have been slicing and dicing through. I don't think it's any particularly faster, is it? Well, that was the second of the assaults. What's that all about? Legendary item level up. Oh. What leveled up? Actually, that hit the 41. I think it's time. I am disabling that one. That's my old weapon. Oh, of course! I upgraded my weapon, actually, between episodes. Because I had gotten a level 60 item, or actually 59, which is a much improved weapon over the one I had before. Oh, accidentally hit X, and yeah, you don't want to accidentally hit X, because then your camera is all fouled up. Because you keep on turning to face whatever, your camera keeps on following what you're targeting instead of forward from where you're at. It's always annoying when I do that accidentally, when I hit X and it changes how the camera works. And I'm trying to say, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And then, oh yeah, I hit X. One of the more annoying things that you can have go wrong. There you go. See, that was... Is that the third wave? That means there should be one more wave if I counted that right. Let's see how... That's trouble is when you're... Nope, that was the second wave, because this is the third wave. So I think this is one of those rare skirmishes where the lieutenant comes on first and third instead of second and fourth. Actually, it's only during this assault. Because during the first two assaults, the lieutenants come on the even number waves. But for some reason, during this assault, they come in on the odd waves. Never quite understood that. That means there should be one more wave without a lieutenant. Yeah. Then we could talk to... Actually, we probably have another encounter. My guess is that it will be the... I think the Shadow Grim and the Drake come after this. I'm trying to remember, are there any others that could come afterwards? Well, this is the Drake. Oh no, I won't talk to Stealth Kill yet because I'm going to be doing some Drake hunting. Yeah, come down, Flax. She doesn't like stairs very much. Of course, she's a hobbit. And I know hobbits in general don't like stairs. I should know that because I'm playing a hobbit right now. And stairs, of course, aren't very much like... Probably there are several reasons for it. I'm sure the fact that stairs scaled for the big folk aren't exactly comfortable for hobbits. Hello. I mean, I guess you could ask a child what they think about stairs scaled for adults, but I have a feeling that most stairs in houses are maybe what they decided is a point that's suitable for both children and adults, I would hope. I mean, I would hope so, especially if it's a house that's likely to have children in it.
With your help, we will be ready for anything!
I do not like this, Petronella. Can you hear the rumbling beyond the entrance hall? Come, follow me! Alright, I'll follow you. Into the entrance hall, which is now sealed because we decided that there's too much of a problem. Now, why is there a 7-pointed star here? I mean, that looks a little bit Numenorian, isn't it? As opposed to, well, I have to see if there is anything Yeah, riddle those. Riddle the troll, then we could take care of the goblins without having to worry about the troll. I'm trying to think if I've ever tried that tactic before. Because I think I've always gone around trying to kill the troll as quickly as possible, preferably with the goblins not in the area, since the troll killing the goblins, yeah, he does kill the goblins, causes him to get a buff. There we go, skirmish completed. And I leveled up my legendary item. Yeah, I'm at 102 DPS now, while the old one topped out at 93.4. Yeah, we're done. It appears everything's back in operation now. Good.
We have achieved victory! May our enemies tremble before us!
I must confess to you that I did not think the orcs would be able to counter our plan. It is good that you were with us when things turned sour, or this would have been a grim day for the dwarves indeed. Instead, victory! The Heart of Fire remains in our power, and we live still to use it. Well, that's, I presume, always good. Let's then head over to the 21st Hall and speak with Willie. Before I speak with Willie, let me remember to do this. Return to Mickle Delving. Click. Done. And now that that trait is slotted, I can place this with the travel skills. Good. Now I can speak with Wheelie.
We will make our stand here. Long may we fight against our enemies.
It comes down to this, Petronella. If we lose the 21st Hall, we lose Moria. The orcs will strike soon, and the stroke will be hard and fast. We cannot fall here, or we shall not find our footing again. If we must, we will retreat from the forward barricades. Better to lose some ground than to lose good dwarves. And of course, we have another skirmish, the Battle of the 21st Hall, which is what we'll do in the next episode of Piney Plays The Burglar.